Welcome my dear students to my channel Let's Learn. Today I will discuss the topic data structure. So when we are talking about the computers, we are essentially talking about the term data. While we are working with computer, we are usually save our data, we are usually store our data and organize our data in proper manner, and also we are processing the data. So in order to processing the data, it is necessary to store the data, and the data storage and the structure in which we are storing our data is normally known as data structure. So in this session I will discuss about the term data structure, and the types of data structure will also be discussed in this session. So now starting with the term data structure, as we all know that we are storing the data in various form. For example, if we have to store a single variable like a uh, a b c d, and we are storing some different value in these variables, and if we have to use the value under a single name like marks, like roll number, like attendance, then we cannot do it because the data is stored separately in different variables. So now what we have to do, we have to do is store the different types of data type under a single name. That when I will call roll number, the roll number of every student in the class will be addressed as a single variable. So, in the simple way or a simple language, you can say that the data structure is a collection of data of the similar type or of the different type depending upon the property of the data structure under a single name. Means a collection of different values, but the name of the data type is same. Means if I am saying a roll number or if I am saying marks, then the marks of every student will be addressed under a single name, that is marks. So as the definition says that a data structure is a named group of data of different data type which is stored in a specific way. This is which is stored in a specific way and can be processed as a single unit. Means you can store a large amount of data and you can address all the data with a single name. And every data structure has its own operations, behavior and the properties. Means when you are storing the data, every data structure has its own behavior, own structure, own methods, own property. So now moving forward, I will discuss two main data structure. The first one is stack and the second one is queue. Just for a glance, look at the properties of both the structure. So what is stack? When one item or element is stacked one upon another, then this type of structure is usually known as stack. Like we have seen a stack of books, like we in the parties we have seen a stack of plates. And the next data structure that are broadly studied, that is queue. And a queue is a simple queue that what we can see in our daily life, like near the ticket window, like any other place where a queue can be formed. You can see the queue in the school assembly also. Both the data structure having the different qualities. If you are studying about the queue, you can easily see the person who is standing in the first position of the queue will be entertained at the first number. But in the stack, you can see from the stack of a plate, the plate which you had put at the last will be taken at the first position. So these are the two basic data structure having two different opposite properties. So similarly, when we will discuss it in coming sessions, we will see that the how the stack and the queue will work. Now basically there are two type of data structures available. The first one is simple data structure and the second one is compound data structure. So in the simple data structure, this is normally built from the primitive data types, means the basic data types what we have. The simple data structure is made up of these simple characters or the integers. We are collecting these primitive data types together and then we will have a data structure. So in the simple data structure, you can see when we are creating a data structure using a primitive values, then we will have the simple data structure. The example of the simple data structure is array or the linear list. So we are studying the data structure in the term of the Python. So we are using the term list in the place of the array. Whether in the other language like C, C++, Java, we are using the term array, but in the Python we are using the term list. But the properties of the array and the list are quite similar with each other. Now moving forward, the next data structure is the compound data structure. So as its name implies that when we are combining simple data structure with each other, then we will have the complex data structure. Means more than one data structure like two lists can be combined each other in order to form any compound data structure. So these type of data structure is usually known as the compound data structure, in which we are using or combining simple data structure in different ways according to the need or according to the requirement. So the compound data structure can further be classified in two forms. The first one is linear and the second one is non-linear. Means linear in a simple line like structure, you can see like this. There are three places you can store data: in first place, second place, third place and fourth place. Similarly, then this type of data structure is usually known as the linear data structure. Means each and every element is at the same level. If we are comparing it with the staircase, then you can say that every element is at the same step. Now what is the non-linear? When there is multi-level data structure like this: first, second, third, you can say there is a levels: first level, second level, third level, and every data is at the different level. Then this type of structure is known as the multi-level data structure, and the example of the multi-level data structure is tree. So when I am summarizing the type of data structure, you can simply say there are two type of data structure. First one is simple and the second one is compound. Simple data structure is made up of the primitive data types, and the complex data structure is a combination of the simple data structure according to the requirement. Now moving forward, main operations that what we can perform on data structure. We had created the data structure in order to collect the data. So on the data we all had to perform many type of operation. So what are the main operation that what we can perform on the data structure? Now starting, the first one is insertion. As its name implies, insertion means adding new element or new data in the data structure. If we had a data structure and there is some empty places, then we can add some more data in that data structure, and then this type of operation is known as the insertion. Now the next one is deletion. So deletion, according to its name, when we are deleting any data from the list, then this is called the deletion of the element. Searching means from the list of the data or from the data structure or from the collection of the data, if we are searching any particular element, that this element is in the data structure or not, then this type of operation is known as the searching operation on the data structure. Merging means when we are combining more than one data structure or the element of more than one list into a single list, then this operation is known as the merging operation. Sorting, we all are aware about the sorting, and sorting can be done in two ways, like ascending order or in descending order. So arranging the list element in any particular order means if we are arranging the list in the ascending form, then this is also sorting. If we are arranging the list in the descending form, then this is also sorting. So the arranging the element of the list is known as the sorting operation. And the traversing means moving one element after another is known as the traversing, and simply we are using the loop structure to print the data one by one, then this type of printing of the list is known as the traversing of the data. So now here we are again talking about the term list, and we will have to study the basic operation of the list, like we all have to insert data in the list, delete the data from the list, updating some data in the list. So we should have the some basic knowledge of the list. I have some my previous videos in my class 12 playlist. If you want to study the list in detail, you can watch that particular video. The link is given in the description box. But in a summarized way, I am here explaining the list again. So what is list? List is a collection of data, and you are combining the data inside a square bracket, then this type of structure is known as the list. And when you are combining the data items in the square bracket, you will have to separate every element with the help of the comma. And a list can have any number of the items, and the most important part of the list is that you can combine different data types in a single list. Means a single list can contain the integer, character, string, float, all type of data under a single name. So this is the basic definition of the list. In the next slide you will see the some example of the list. Like in this list you can see this is the list of the integer 1 2 3. Three items are there in the list, and these items are separated by the comma. This list is the character oriented list, means every element is the character and again separated by the comma. This is list of the float. This is the combination of the integer, float and the character, and similarly you can see the last list is the combination of the string, character and integer and float. 2 is the integer, B is the character, and Python is the string, and 4.5 is the float. So all these data types can be combined together under a single name, that is list 1. So these are the basic qualities of the list, that the item of the list is enclosed under a square bracket, first quality. The second property of the list is that you can combine all types of data types, all data of the many data types under a single name, and every data item is separated by a comma. So you can do it in the list.